Hello everyone, welcome back to another Friday and another casual champion review. I don't want to play Kalista. I hate this character, gameplay wise. I hate playing this character so much. Die. And it's not really helped at all that I'm going to be committing a sin. I'm playing Kalista mid, you know, the role that she was never, ever designed to be in, and now I don't have access to half my kit. But you know, it's not gonna work. it's not gonna work. While we're invading, segue fan art section, yes. Look at them Kalistos. The Kalista. I don't really know how this video is gonna go because I despise Kalista's gameplay, but I love everything else about her. But fan art's absolutely fantastic, wonderful. As always, you guys are amazing. It's a lot of the reason that I do these casual reviews. It just puts a smile on my face every time. Thank you, fellas. Although, playing Kalista now is kind of good timing because she just got High Zed. She just got added to Wild Rift. And also Wild Rift got a lore-based PvE game mode. I'm not fuming at all. I'm also playing Lethality Kalista. I've seen people do this in Earth where they just max the spear and it does like a bajillion damage. I don't know if that's just like an Earth thing or like you can do it in normals, but I'm willing to give it a shot because I hate kiting, and unfortunately that's all this champion does half the time. But on to something actually good about Kalista, and probably what I'll be talking about the most over the course of this game is her lore, because it's just like it's ooh, that's some good lore, good storytelling, lots of interactions with other well-known champions. And despite releasing several years ago, I guess, jeez, how long ago was season 5 now? Oh god, Kalista released almost a decade ago? Oh god, I'm ancient. But on her actual lore, she is Viego's niece, despite the fact they are a very similar age. That kind of weirds me out thinking about it like that. But she was raised in a royal upbringing because of that, though she wanted to be a fighter, so she became a general of the Camevoran army. And she was there when Viego met Isolde, and she viewed Isolde like a sister, so she was close with everybody. And there was also Hecarim, Commander Hecarim, and ow! And he was like her right-hand man, even though he's kind of a bloodthirsty sociopath and he probably shouldn't have been let anywhere near a sharp weapon. Kalista was tasked with protecting Viego, so you guys all know the Ruination storyline by now, I'd hope so. A poison dagger was tossed at Viego to try and assassinate him, but Kalista deflected it. Unfortunately, didn't deflect it well enough because it grazed Isolde instead, so she became poisoned. And unfortunately, they had no cure. Ow! They had no cure for the poison. So Viego dispatched Kalista to travel the world in search for a cure for said poison, and eventually she found or learned of the Blessed Isles and set forth to go find these Blessed Isles, and she found them miraculously. The Guardians of the Isles have a protective mist stopping all outsiders from entering, but they sensed her good intentions and let her in, and she told them, "Hey, my queen's dying, can you help?" And they said, "Oh yeah, sure, we can help. Just put her in the waters of life and she'll be fine as long as she's still breathing." Okay, cool. I'll be back. And they say, "Here you go. Here's a special talisman that will allow you to enter the Isles unaided." I don't really know why they did that. They let her in before without it. You know, the story has to continue. By the time Kalista had returned to Camavor, Queen Isolde was already dead. But Kalista had never failed Viego before, so with a heavy heart she had to tell him, "Well, I found a cure, but like, it won't work now because she's dead. I'm sorry, King." But Viego, being the little man baby he is, says, "What? You found a cure, but you're too late? Traitor to the state, go to jail." Well, in her lowly cell, Commander Hecarim approached and basically said, hey, Kalista, you know, we should take Viego to the Blessed Isles anyway. Because, you know, if they just tell him themselves that it won't work, then that will give him peace of mind. He'll know, well, I did everything that I possibly could. I can leave this in the past and leave it to be and leave his soul to rest. Of course, we all know that that was a load of malarkey, and Hecarim just wanted to murder some people. They set sail, and the Guardians would not allow them to pass, sensing Viego's twisted intentions. Like, hey man, death's permanent. Can't undo that. Yone would like to disagree, and like several other million characters in the League IP, but you know, that's fine. So Viego, in a fit of rage, tells Kalista, go slaughter them all, get rid of anyone who would oppose me. And Kalista just says, no, what? I'm not going to do that. And so she says, Hecarim, come to my side. We will stop the king from ruining these isles. And then he literally stabs her in the back with his spear. And then also they kill all of the rest of Kalista's followers and her husband, who was also there, Commander Ladros. But in her final act, as she lay there dying, she swore revenge on Hecarim and all the people who betrayed her. And when she woke up, after the Blessed Isles had been corrupted into the Shadow Isles, she was basically now a corrupted spirit of vengeance. Oh, she couldn't remember. She couldn't remember really anything of her former life besides the fact that she had been betrayed. And now that's kind of all she is, seeking out traitors to bring them to justice. And even more so beyond that, because she's not really her own person anymore. Because now, any other mortal soul can call out to Kalista as they are dying after they'd been betrayed, pledge their soul to her, and she will show up and be like, yes, I will kill the person who betrayed you, but the cause is, or the downside is, you become part of me. So Kalista, the individual, is basically gone. Kalista, the spirit of vengeance, is essentially now a hive mind of a bunch of twisted, tormented souls solely driven on seeking revenge to those who betrayed others. And that comes across especially in the short story they had with Ladros, where Ladros was kind of unique in that when he died, he still retained a lot of his conscious thought and his personality. He was still aware of what happened. So he spends eons trying to bring Kalista back, trying to bring his wife back, and it fails every time. And he kind of goes mad just trying to, oh my good, he goes mad trying to bring his wife back to life. And you get these little momentary sections of Kalista remembering who she is, but then it just dissipates immediately the moment anyone mentions anything about betrayal. And eventually Ladros just gives up. He can't take it anymore. He can't take the centuries of just trying to bring his wife back, who she's gone. There's only the spirit of vengeance. And goddamn, dude, that is a pretty kick-ass story. She's not really doing a whole lot nowadays, but for an origin, tying her so well into the Ruination with all these different champion interactions with Viego, Hecarim, Ladros as well. God, I really want Ladros to become a champion one day. Just for a character who basically is just only single-minded, has one goal, to turn a character like that, such a loyal soldier of a king, so good intention, to now being, yeah, I murder people for a living because that's literally all I can think about. I bring people to justice no matter what side they're on or what they've done. If they've betrayed somebody and someone pledged their oath to me, then, you know, I'll do it. I'll just kill him. I'm not really sure where else you could go with Kalista. I think definitely if you want to do more with Kalista, you'd have to have some way that people twist her in some way. Like Thresh, I could definitely see as manipulating her, just like, yeah, they're all betrayers. Go sick them. But I really do think if you want a new bump in Kalista lore, you gotta get Ladros into the game. I mean, there's, you know, we've had one thing. Well, no, we had the short story, but then he also appeared in Legend of Runeterra, but he would be so awesome as a unique champion. As for Kalista's design, I do quite like it a lot. Very bony, but also kind of muscly at the same time. She looks like a spindly little specter that could also whoop your ass. Like her hand especially, you see it in her splash art, and pretty much every art she has these really bony fingers. She kind of looks like if she touched you, you're just going to disintegrate. Like you become ghost instantaneously. Don't let her touch you. I can save you. Oh my god. Wait, that was awesome. And she died anyway. Soda. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. I think I got her. And I got vengeance for my jungler, just like the lore. There's also, of course, the spears. just sticking out her back. Like, I love that, not just because it looks cool and badass, but it's a permanent visual reminder of her betrayer. Because I didn't mention this in the lore segment, but it wasn't just Hecarim who stabbed her in the back. All the rest of the Iron Order also started stabbing her. Just like, you already stabbed her. Like, I think she's dead, but they gotta make sure, stab her 30 more times. I don't know. She also does one kind of cool thing that I find a lot with ADCs. It's just like a small pet peeve of mine for some reason, but you know, with Ashe or Vayne or Twitch, they just kind of manifest their arrows out of nowhere. It doesn't really make any sense. Like, Ashe isn't reaching to like an infinite supply of arrows, or Twitch is restocking his crossbow. That just more ammo just appears out of nowhere. But Kalista actually makes sense. It's all ghostly spear. She just forms a new one every time she throws it. Adds to a bit more believability and more of a spectral essence to her, if that makes it. Oh, and he said, so Pykel, I'll get vengeance for you. I saved my jungler once again. I am a hero to us all. I can't really mention Kalista's design without mentioning the Wild Rift design. And I've been very critical of Wild Rift's designs in streams and videos and stuff, saying that compared to LOR, they're really more like side grades. Kassadin, Vladimir, all these other characters, Syndra as well. They are improvements on the base design, absolutely. It's just compared to the massive overhauls like Janna or with Morgana or Master Yi or Jax, LOR really pushed the boundary of updating these old champions. Oh my goodness, I do good damage now. Jesus, it's working. It's not working. But I will admit, there are some Wild Rift designs that I think have been really good. And I would have said, you know, if the Maokai one didn't exist as well, I would have said the Shadow Isles ones have been on an absolute roll, because Hecarim was actually a pretty decent upgrade in my eyes, and so is Kalista. They added a lot more golds and reds with armor a bit more akin to how the Chemovoran soldiers looked like in LOR, and it helps her stand out a lot more from the rest of the Shadow Isles spells. It's like, oh, why does this one Shadow Isles character have a lot more color on her? Well, she's not like the other ones. She's not technically a part of the Shadow Isles horde. She's not going out invading with the rest of them. She's just doing her own thing. She's not necessarily a good guy. I mean, she is kind of just like a bunch of souls all mangled together now, seeking vengeance on would-be betrayers. But I like it. Oh my god. But I like it. I think out of all the Wild Rift designs, I really do enjoy this one more than most. Also because at the same time, the Maokai one got released, and well, all of that stuff is well and good. She has a fantastic design, absolutely amazing lore. The gameplay, from the perspective of someone who hates ADCs, this character makes me want to die. When I was playing all the champions for Season 4 and I was learning Azir was fun. I enjoyed myself even though I lost every game. Kalista is miserable if you don't know what you're doing. I should have rended. See, I don't know what I'm doing. And like thematically, her throwing all the spears, that's cool. I like that she literally soul bonds with another character. That's very thematic. Tossing them into the fray is a little weird. I never really understood the W. The W is like just a weird looking ward. It feels like a completely separate ability that doesn't really tie into the champion. Like, I love champions where every single ability feels like it combos into itself. Like, you use all of Volibear's abilities at once to have a really effective combo. Like with Kalista, you have a Q that's basically just an enhanced auto. E is only after you've autoed a whole bunch. W is just some random thing you never use in a fight, and unless your ally is anywhere nearby, you don't have an ult. It's so unsatisfying. Ironically, for being so unique, is like one of the most 80 carries in the game. Oh god. That Garen is terrifying. Wait. Oh no, I can... Oh, I'm the best Kalista in the world, actually. I'm kind of surprised this lethality Kalista mid is working out as decently as it is, because I went into this game thinking I was going to do horrible. There's no way I'm playing normal attack speed Kalista. Like, being locked into your autos with no way to stop, just... I can't express it properly into words, just how much I hate playing this character. I'm not good at Gangplank. I'm not good at Azir. I'm not good at plenty of characters that I love their designs. I hate this character. I hate playing Kalista. It's so clunky and unsatisfying. And like, I'd play anyone else, any AD carry, literally anything else. I can't stand it. I want this game to be over. I want to stop playing Kalista forever. Just let me enjoy her from a visual standpoint, please. Especially because they can never make her good. You stupid asshole. They can never make her good because she's a pro play nightmare. The moment she even gets a monicum of extra boost in her power, she dominates the pro scene, and it fucking sucks. I hate it. I don't want to play Kalista anymore. Oh, her skins. Fairy Court's really good. I like that one. Blood Moon's good. She has a lot of skins where they turn her white for some reason. I swear Kalista has only like 4 skins. She's like on par with Ornn for how little she gets, because she's just not popular. And they always did this back in the day with all these very expressive, unique characters. Like, there's no character in the game that looks like Kalista. In a lot of fiction, they don't have these kind of female characters with builds like this. It's really unique to see, but they always give these kind of unique characters very niche kits. It's like, well, I wonder why they don't play them very much. Like, can I get Kalista, but she has Caitlyn's gameplay instead, please? I'd like to play these fun-looking characters that I really like their design and personality and lore and everything, but I hate their gameplay. Stop doing it, Riot. Let me enjoy the cool ones. And also, why haven't they made Lasers a champion? I know I've said like 300 times over the course of this game, but come on. Like, I know Leona is already the big shield sword support champion, but Kalista Ladros bot lane is just asking to be a thing. The fact that it's not a thing yet, it boggles the mind. Oh, thank God it's over. I don't have to play Kalista ever again. I can just enjoy her character for being a cool character. Oh, I have to play Karma next week, though. God damn it. All right, well, thank you, fellas, for stopping by this week's Casual Champion Review. I hope you have yourselves a good one, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one, okay? Goodbye.